Okay, Curtis, I don't understand this, and maybe you can explain it to me. This story out of Connecticut that's not getting a lot of play, these street takeovers that are happening with huge numbers of drivers showing up at like malls and stores and then surrounding the parking lot so people can't get in. And when police try to break this up, these are 4 towns in Connecticut, they're shooting fire rockets and fireworks at the officers. So what is the deal with that?
No arrests. No arrests made. Now, let me do the deep dive on this because I was talking about it all weekend long. While the rest of our station talks about Trump is God, Biden sucks, Hunter Biden belongs in jail, the laptop, and impeachment, right? Every day round the clock. It's like nonstop. I can repeat every program, every hostess, all the callers. I know them by name. This is huge. This is like the Wild Ones. Now, I know you got to go a ways back, 1947, the Wild Ones.
Right.
Which featured Marlon Brando and Lee Marvin, as the Hells Angels, coming into that town of Hollister in California and took it over for 3 days. And what is ironic is that your partner in the newsroom.
Right. Which partner would that be?
James Flippin.
Right.
His father, Jay Flippin, spelled the same way, played the sheriff that was run out of town by Marlon Brando and Lee Marvin, who were the Hells Angels in this.
Wait a second. The same James Flippin that I work with, his dad was a famous actor?
Yes.
How did I
wouldn't say famous. He was basically what can we call him, a customized actor for certain roles. But he tucked his tail between his legs as a sheriff and ran out of town as the Hells Angels took over Hollister, California for 3 days. They had to form a militia. The people had to arm themselves to drive out the Hells Angels. And you know whose book that was featured in?
No.
Right now, his ashes are circling in one of Elon Musk's satellites around the world. And nearby is the other satellite with the ashes of LSD guru, as you know, Timothy Leary.
Right.
You still don't know.
No, I know who Timothy Leary is.
Yeah, you don't know who the writer was who wrote all about the Hells Angels.
I did. I read that book, and it's not coming to me. I can see it.
Oh, my God. Are you having your Biden moment?
I am. I'm having my Joe Biden moment.
Well, that's because you had the lobotomy.
No, it's also because I'm so blown away by the news about James C. Flippin and how he's related to our own James Flippin.
Exactly.
I didn't know that.
Now, so look at these towns that they took over on the weekend. They started in Shelton at 5 o'clock. The state police already knew in Hartford. The FBI knew. The local police knew. They put together a task force because they were monitoring the social networking of all these thugs who came in. 500 cars. Did they make any arrests? No. So what? The thugs got out of their cars. They're throwing M80s. They're throwing firecrackers. They're attacking the cops. No arrests. What happened? They moved on to North Haven. Did the same thing there. Then they moved on to Derby. Did the same thing there. Moved on to Orange. Did the same thing there. Then came back to Shelton for a second time. No arrests. Now, Ned Lamont, the feckless, weak, castrated governor, he's like a capon, a castrated rooster, has not even commented on this. I demand that James Flippin, in honor of his frightened runaway sheriff father in the Wild Ones, when he ran away from Marlon Brando and Lee Marvin, who were the Hells Angels, that he immediately contact the governor's office and say, what the hell is going on? You got gangs who are taking over cities in the state, and you're not even arresting any of them.
Now, should he identify himself as the grandson or the son of the famed James C. Flippin?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Say, I know what cowardice is. My father performed as the coward that he was and still is, as the sheriff in Hollister, California, who ran away from Lee Marvin and from Marlon Brando and the Hells Angels. And you have homework, because I'm not going to give you the answer.
Oh, you're giving me homework now?
Yes.
Okay.
The writer who made a career out of not only writing about the Hells Angels, those degenerates, those one-percenters, those Ku Klux Klan nutnicks on Harley Davidsons. But I expect that answer tomorrow. And if not, well, a hell of a price to pay. And I don't want your excuse, I just had a lobotomy at Greystone.
Just have one, yeah.
I know. I can tell. I'm looking at your head.
The scar's still there, yeah.
My God. Man, what are you going to do? Why don't you wear one of the fedoras there and claim to be Orthodox
Wait a
Jew?
second. I wore one of your hats, and you got so bent out of shape by that.
Damn right.
That I had to take it off. Management told me you can't wear one of the Guardian Angel hats. I was trying to cover up the scar so people wouldn't have to see it.
The last time you wore a red beret was in commie camp in the Beltway.
That is true.
When your camp counselor was Matt Drudge, believe it or not.
People don't believe that's real, but it is.
And you were singing Internationale instead of the national anthem every day.
We did not raise the American flag, no.
See that? See it? Oh, wait. LeBron James would have sat down, right? LeBron James, right? And let's not forget, Met fans, what great ball player that you brought over, that you hit in the dugout because he wouldn't stand up for the national anthem? A guy who hit like 63 home runs? Forget all about it, huh? Forget all. Oh, tomorrow I want the answer to that. Trivia question also.
A lot of homework I got. Jeez.
Write it down there, please, and write it twice because I realize you're impaired. But when we come back, oh, boy. Boy, the Democrats are all telling us how we need to leave New York State, leave New York City. And now Eric Adams, swagger man with no plan, is telling all the illegal aliens they can come to New York City to check in. And then if you go to another city, we're going to send you to other cities, and we're going to pay for you for 3 years. But you need to pack your bags and get the hell out of here. I don't think they want anybody here. Pretty soon, you'll be able to roll the sagebrush down Fifth Avenue.
A station